feel like I'm in a video game. And you may wonder, why are they not turning the music down? This is comical. The button that's supposed to do it ain't doing it. I wish we could get a camera over here on the tablet.
All right.
There we go. All right.
Welcome in, everybody. This is the 2025 World Championships of Foosball in New Orleans, Louisiana. This is the Open Doubles Final, playing for 20 grand. On the right up front, Mario Ariganello playing goal. Kane Gabriel on the left up front. Paul Smith playing goal. Terry Rue, 3 out of 5. Championship format, one match for it all. A lot of stories going on here. Mario and Kane on their journey here took out the team that everybody thought was on their way to cruise to first place finish. And Tommy Orr and Brandon Munoz, it did not turn out that way. Paul Smith, Terry Rue fought their way here. Rue has been in this situation before in 2015, winning open doubles at Worlds. Was in a final before. Mario and Kane have been here before as well, not winning. But here we go now. 1-0 in the first game. First place, 20 grand. Second place, 10 grand. At one of the largest foosball tournaments in recent memory. And Gabriel down the middle to go up 2-0.
Making his presence known immediately.
I expect from Mario, that's what he's been doing all weekend in doubles with Kane. Just steady on the 5, passing smooth, getting those every now and then to go up 3-1. But he's been picking his holes on the 5 and on the 3. I don't know in the last 2 matches we've seen if they've even done a switch. They have stayed solidly in that position. Smith rattles that one in to pull within 1 in this first game. We are tied up 3-3 from a Smith 5-bar block. And a timeout called. Tell you before the match, I went up to speak to Keisha Rue. How you feeling? Face said it all. Nervous.
Yeah.
Stressed. Her daughter just won women's doubles. Her husband is in the open doubles final. I don't believe, I've looked it up, I don't believe there's ever been a situation where family member won open doubles, women's doubles, at Worlds. Down the middle, Mario goes 4-3, game 1. Gabriel buried one from back there before. Tries to hit it. Hits off the back of the wall to the 5 of Smith. Smoothly to the 2. Mario drag passing from the middle. We hadn't seen him do that, and it leads up to a timeout. Do you have any predictions here? Any thoughts?
Man, this is a hard one.
Yeah.
I've seen so much of Mario and Kane this weekend, knowing how well they're playing, how solid they are. Historically, also just today. I mean, I can't imagine that changing in this match. And obviously, Paul and Terry earned their way here, playing some great foosball.
Yeah. That bumped off the back of the wall, and Mario almost picked it up on the 3. We saw him do that in previous matches. For a player that plays so smooth, he is fast. Gabriel out of timeouts. Just off the small box. He's looking at that straight, but he can pass from there too. See if the zone holds up against this. Pass. That shot was initially blocked. Turns into a pass. Ariganello out of timeouts. Pull shot position. Timing that long. See if Terry comes off that. He does, but he blocks it with the far man on the 2. What a switch. Mario again. Pull shot position. Long again. Third attempt here. Game point. A little fake straight. Who's just there? Mario dragging. Wall blocked by Smith. Gets it through the lane. Rue has been coming up big here in this game point. And there is the open hand push kick we've seen him do many times this weekend to take game 1. Monster.
I'm afraid to talk.
Why?
It's just a long line of people lined up waiting.
Oh, yeah. Concierge.
Sorry,
here.
1 second. Hold on.
Yeah.
Always fun when a laugh comes in from the back.
Yeah.
It's pretty rare.
Yeah.
It feels like it's a hot commodity. A rare, precious gem. Precious metal.
Precious metal. Game 2 underway. Smith quickly to his 3. Down by 1 game. That was 4-4 in the first. Kane's intensity back there.
Yeah.
I don't think the ball should be afraid to get back there as he buries that again. Down the middle, 1-0.
Yeah. And this is the set that we saw him play against Brandon and Tommy, where he sets it halfway between the big and little box instead of that push side. He sees that, and he can hit that with great consistency. And that's his second this match already. He's trying to spray that to the long. I don't think it was a misexecute. The others were right down the middle, yeah?
Yeah. On the push, Gabriel dangerous there, passes it up along. Rue has it. Rue, of course, can fire from back there as well, but trying to feed us forward.
Ooh. For a sneaky bank there. I like the timeout there. It's early in the game, 1-0. And Kane had plenty of time. He whiffed on what looked like an open-handed bank attempt only 4 or 5 seconds into the possession. And just felt, you know what? No. It's just stop this and call a timeout.
Yeah.
Reset. And I think when a timeout crosses your mind, I think that's the time to call the timeout. Regardless of if it's 0-1 or 0-0 or 4-4 or whatever. If the thought enters your mind. I've heard this said from plenty of masters. This is not just me saying a thing that Uncle Pawpaw told me down at the local DYP. If the timeout crosses your mind, call it.
Another shot on goal by Gabriel. During that timeout, Paul Smith walked over to the side. Had a quick chat with Tony Sprademan. Giving him some advice.
Yeah, Tony was coaching them through a previous match as well.
Here comes Paul, having a little trouble scoring. A defense. Wow. We saw Kane doing that earlier. What a defense from him.
Yeah, and it's just a ballsy bait, showing this massive middle, and then timing it right. Paul gets around at that time with the push side. I like that defense from Kane.
Yeah. You might notice some louder cheers when Smith and Rue score, and that's because Terry Rue is a legend in Louisiana. That's really what it comes down to. So a win at the Worlds in his home state would be an incredible feather in his cap.
Yeah.
And for Louisiana, too. Mario, pull shot position. Picked up on that split.
He is flirting with the clock there. I have the unofficial time here. You see the stopwatch I got out. That was a 14-ish second possession. He will use every last second of that clock.
Oh, wow.
Snatch.
Mario.
Good grief.
Pulling that from the depths of hell to bring it back to him. Scored to that end to go up 2-1 or 3-1.
And again, not afraid to go long on the clock. That's in the 12.5, 13-second range there. By the way, we saw that match last night where he got called on time on the 3-bar. And just completely unfazed, didn't argue, no anything. And very next possession went almost the full length of the clock again. So he gonna use that time. I think that's how they say it in New Orleans. He gonna use that time down there. He gonna use it. He gonna use that time down there. Be patient. It's fine.
All right. Out of the timeout and out of timeouts. Mario on the 5. Has it along the wall. Terry blocks that, knocks it off. Mario's 3, gets it again on the 2. Look out here. He wants to make something happen, and he tries to with a pull kick. Gabriel responds. It's off the table, and Rue is sending us into a little sidebar of goalie wars. Stolen away by Mario.
Unstoppable. 6 for 11 shooting from the 3-bar. 55% from Mario. Paul 2 for 7, 29% before this shot. Gonna go up to 38% here. 3 for 8.
With that middle, Smith and Rue pulls within 2. Mario, though, keeps coming back from points scored on him with a pass and a score, but not this time. Smith on the 5.
Just working it on the 5. 9 for 16, 56%. Quick shot there. Still struggling on the 3-bar.
Rue continues to bring it down.
Another bank attempt. He sees something there, obviously. I don't.
Rue again. He's been trying to make something happen. Throw a Mentos in a bottle of Coke, whatever it takes.
Mentos and a bottle of Coke.
Smith, quick shot last time. Not taking his time on the 3. I don't mean taking 14 seconds either. I just mean The shots aren't looking intentional at this point, but we'll see. Fortunate there, pulls within 1, 4-3.
Sometimes you just got to bang it in.
Mario and Kane are out of timeouts in the second game. They won the first game. And here we go. Rue passes it to the 3 of Smith. They have 2 timeouts. They're down by 1. He's looking pull side. He's giving pull side. He's going straight. And it ends up on the 3 of Mario again. Closes out game 2. Two nothing in favor of Mario and Kane there.
And I think there's a conversation worth having with Paul and Terry. Now, I haven't seen a lot of their matches this weekend. I don't know if they've been switching much. Paul's getting plenty of shots. I mean, I just can't. There's too much. That's it. I'm just going to watch some foosball.
Game 3 begins now. Mario and Kane took the first 2.
And that's a 4-second shot there.
And you were making a point. I don't know if you want to finish it out. I thought it was a really good one.
Well, Paul's getting plenty of shots. I mean, he and Mario have the exact same number of attempts, 13 attempts. Mario is 7 for 13. Paul's 3 for 13. Yeesh. Hey.
Yeah. Rue was threatening in the last game, and it's paying off here.
And so what I was saying was I don't know their switching situation, if they've switched at all. Call it a situation. Just freestyle that right there. Just what the Lord put on my heart. And I actually don't know where the struggle is. Is this the Reed thing? I mean, Kane has given him a good defense. Paul is executing, but I don't know what the conversation was between that game. It's a different energy here. But so all that to say, I don't know if they've talked about switching, if it's an option, if it's no, you stick with it. Win, lose, or draw, or what? Getting all those shots on the 3-bar. And actually winning the 5-bar battle. Before that, Mario was sub 40% passing. But just making the most of every single shot, every single possession he has.
Mario playing a little faster now on the 5, and I've seen him. Covers on the wall pass. Full shot position, down by 1. Terry started things off with a score from back here. He can open up with a pass, shot, on goal. See how Smith responds here to Does he go right away? Walking it around a little.
Kane's just planted on that push side.
Oh, wow.
Comes off it for just a brief second, and Paul drills it. He was planted there, I mean, a good 4 or 5 seconds before that.
That is discipline for both players. Mario, Kane call a timeout. 3-1 in favor of Smith and Rue. They're down 2-0 in game count to Mario and Kane.
I tried to time that, and it just didn't work out. This thing has ended like 4 times. Me.
Out of the timeout, Mario. Jar called. To the 3 of Smith it goes.
Absolutely no argument from anybody on earth on that one.
Attacking that push side. Smith. It's game point for them. Mario has tended to respond in previous matches after a score on him with a 5-bar pass and a 3-bar shot. Rue is. Go ahead.
Just saying, it looked like he changed his mind halfway through that shot.
Rue ends it like he started it with a 2-bar shot. We're going to a 4th game.
I mean, Paul is just absolutely dominating on the 5-bar. 12 for 19, 63%. That's Tonyville. You know, that's Tonyville on a good day. That amount of shot attempts from your 5-bar is excellent. And you see there, both forwards have 16 shots in the match so far. I'm not gonna. I'll have to save it for when the ball's in play.
All right, game 4 underway. Mario and Kane won the first 2, but they were close. Paul and Terry came steaming back. 1-1, and here we go. Smith steals the pass, passes, converts, 1-0. There's been a shift in the 5-bar defense from Smith. As good as Mario has been scoring, blocking a little bit of the 5-bar passing gives them as much more of an edge as they possibly need. Up 1-0.
Unfortunate there. Terry goes for the clear. Mario blocks it back to Terry, and Terry just inadvertently taps it forward for a free shot from Mario. He's shooting over 50% now.
Here comes Paul working the other side of the hole. 2-1. Terry. Here's a steal back there, not to dive and jump all over the place. Saves it.
Good hustle there by Paul. Man, it's nice seeing him get aggressive, hustle. You're rooting for that team. That's a good sign.
Out of the timeout, Smith to his 3. Just turn into effortless mode. 3-1. Wow.
Paul not just dominating passing on the 5-bar, 15 for 23, 65%. He's also dominating defensively as well, holding Mario to 36% passing. They still have roughly the same amount of possessions on their 3-bar. Paul just owning the middle of the table right now.
Shot on goal by Rue.
I don't know if you can hear this song. This is Taylor Swift. This metal.
Oh, yeah. This is the mashup?
No, it's not a mashup. It's a cover by a metal band.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So technically a Taylor Swift song being played here in the Open Doubles final.
Let's see. It's going to be under review. Let's have a look. Be right back with you. Here comes the refs. Booing the instant replay was a weird thing to do. But okay.
I think they were booing the Taylor Swift song.
Nobody does that.
Well, the metal. It wasn't Taylor Swift, it was metal.
Oh. Okay. Well, call was made. Replay was watched. 3-2. Ends up on the 2 of Mario, who passes it to the 3 of Gabriel, who can bury this here or call a timeout if he wants. They've got 2. Paul, unflappable. Just had his 5-bar toe forward, picked it up.
Kane looked up at the ref after that shot, or looked past it. It looked in that general direction. Not sure what was going on over there.
Mario on the 2 again. And to pass that hard along the wall. Gabriel just whispered something to him, and they call a timeout.
Yeah. Was it timeout? Was that the whisper?
I think it was a let me get back there.
Gimme, gimme.
Gimme, gimme.
Official foosball term. It's an interesting play. Kane getting it on his 3-bar, not calling the timeout when his forward is shooting 58%, I think it was. He had both timeouts there. He's plenty able, plenty capable to score, so who am I to criticize? Absolutely nobody. But it is curious. And then once the timeout when it's on the 2-bar.
Yeah. Mario on the 3. Down by 1. Pull shot position. Hits the straight. Ties it up 3-3.
Goodness. His 5-bar is just magical, Paul Smith.
Mario blocking. Paul rocking. Blocked back to the 2 of Rue. Rue slowing it down, setting it up, firing it down to the table. They gets it back again.
He did a play similar to that earlier. Terry did, where he did like a fake pull kick and then went into a push kick. And then on that play there, same exact look, fake pull kick. And at this level, the players remember in an instant what happened earlier when he did that, and they went to block the push kick. Terry sent it up in a pass attempt. Not quite able to get it there, but there's a lot of next level playing going on right there. And they're switching on the left side now.
Interesting.
Defensive switch. That's not a bad idea. I mean,
No.
Mario's shooting, combined, they're 55%. One of those is Kane. So 11 for 19 is what Mario's at, which is just really good shooting. That continues.
It is championship point for Mario and Kane.
They don't have a timeout to burn. See Mario wanting to switch and Kane shaking him off.
Smith on the 5. Smooth to that middle man. They have one timeout left. Didn't need it there. Tied it up 4-4. Rue pounding the table. It is still championship point for Mario.
Any doubts about what this crowd wants to happen?
No. On the wall he goes for the title and $20,000. Mario, pull shot position out of timeouts. Blocked, knocked back to Kane. Kane could do damage from back here. 4-4.
I can assure you he is looking at nothing but the goal.
Another opportunity here. Passed up the table, picked up by Rue. Rue has one timeout left. Doubt he'll burn it here.
It's a dangerous play.
It is. Again, Rue. Third opportunity here in this series. Brings it down the middle to the 5. Smith it goes, who has been magic on the 5. Continues that. One timeout left. Whirl over position. Smith takes the final timeout.
Oh, man.
Never heard that much applause for a timeout.
I've never seen that many people hold their breath simultaneously. I mean, you could just hear the air leave their lungs when he calls the timeout. Thank you, we can breathe now. Anybody who knows Paul Smith and has watched him play is not surprised that he has a 5-bar that can do this kind of damage. But even with that in mind, it is insane to see someone pass like this, just absolutely dominate in the middle of the table at this level in a match this big. And with a shot now, thanks to that 5-bar, to send it to a game 5.
Out of the timeout, both sides out of timeouts. Trying to take it to a 5th game. Paul Smith does, and here we go. Game number 5.
Game 5.
That's awesome.
That's all I'm rooting for.
That's all I'm rooting for.
I like everybody in this match, but I love a game 5.
I do like both teams as well.
Good grief, man. And the 5-bar domination just continues. 18 for 29, 62% for Paul Smith. He's brought his 3-bar up. This is why we're going to a game 5. He's brought his 3 up to 48% shooting. Terry steady clearing back there. And we got ourselves one game for 20 grand.
5th game underway at Open Doubles Final of the 2025 World Championships of Foosball. First place is 20 grand. Second is 10 grand. But the play is at the table here. Smith's 5-bar telling a story. Coming up clutch on the 3-bar. Rue blocking after basic domination from Mario and Kane in the first 2 games. Kane was scoring from back there. Picked up by Smith. Almost knocked back.
He is keyed in, man.
Yeah.
He is locked and loaded.
Wow. Rue almost had to contain there, but it ends up on the 3 of Mario. Quick shot attempt, Rue. There for it. Off the big box. Looking at the holes. Knock back, but he blocks it. Another opportunity here. Kane goes to his push. Oh, wow. Potential huge turnover there. Smith doesn't convert. Mario does a little bit of a stutter step there, bringing to his one man before shooting. That was a whole different look. 1-0. Smith on the 5. Through the lane. Against Mario. Walks it. Looks. Push side. 1-1. Mario hits that straight. Goes up 2-1.
We can't see the time there on the official timekeeper's watch there, but these possessions by Mario just going the distance pretty much every time they're on his 3-bar. And that might be something to look at in the future, is connecting that up here somehow. The timer. It's gotta be easy. It's just a matter of mirroring the screen up here. Yeah. Yeah. Just like mirroring, sending it. It could be Bluetooth or Wi-Fi even. Yeah. We can do that.
Again, during the timeout, Tony Sprademan whispering something to Terry Rue. Rue relayed that information to Paul. 2-1 in favor of Mario and Kane in this 5th game of the Open Doubles Final. Here's Mario. Again, moving the ball around more than he has this entire match in his setup. Trying to get Terry out of his timing. Oh, Terry there. Oh, almost ends up on the 3 of Smith, but ends up on the 5 of Mario.
Get a stopwatch and see for yourself how long these possessions are on the 3-rod for Mario. And within the limits of the rules, he's not going over on time. He sure is. He's flirting with the edge of the cliff there.
What a shot, deep and long by Gabriel. 3-1. Smith on the 5. To the 3. Gabriel there. Oh, bounce. Collective O from the crowd. Is that one? Back pedals to the 3. Of Mario, pull shot position. Rue there for the long, and that one rattles in. They get a break. Ain't no table tap here. Pulls within 1. Could be a change of energy from one side to the other. Terry comes up big, blocking that there. Down by 1. Smith. trying to get rid of it at that point.
Yeah.
Ends up on his partner's 5.
Clear is still a win, but it sure felt dangerous before that.
Yeah. Mario gets it up to his 3. Sitting on it.
Shanked it. I think the hole he was looking at was there, and I think he just shanked it off the edge of the guy there.
Now Rue wants to make him pay for that. He doesn't. Gives him another opportunity. And they called their final timeout.
Yeah.
That's the play, 3-2 in the 5th.
Terry's showing the importance of breath there. Gotta breathe. Gotta breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. With the kiddo here, we call that smelling the roses, blowing out the candles.
Out of the final timeout, Mario. Pull shot position against Rue. He's been putting up some blocks. Last couple possessions. Not this time as he goes long, and it is again championship point for Mario and Kane.
Just at will.
Smith finds the middle, pulls within 1.
Terry asking if they want to burn one. They got 2 of them. That's what they're for. Spend that money. I mean, that's about as close as it gets in numbers. Paul's still clearly with the edge. In the middle of the table there, passing over 60%, keeping Mario under 50%. The rest of those numbers pretty much identical across the board. And that's how you get to 4-3 in the 5th.
Yeah. Here we go. Championship point for Mario and Kane. Mario has it on the 5. He's out of timeouts, and that one rattles in. And for $20,000, Paul Smith and Terry Rue are defeated by Mario Ariganello, Kane Gabriel, who are your 2025 Open Doubles World Champions.